Hello everybody, today I'm going to be showing you a setup I've been using in my playthrough of Farming Simulator 25 on Riverbend Springs, and this is perhaps the most ridiculous but efficient and easy to use wood chipping setup that I have come up with. So I'm going to show you how to set it up today, what you're going to need. I'm going to let you know the upsides, the downfalls of it, everything. Sit back and relax and enjoy the video. All right, let's look at some of the things you're going to need in order to get this set up. So first things first, obviously you're going to need a wood chipper. I recommend using the HM10-500KF, but you probably can get away with using the Cobra as well. I've just not tested it, so use it at your own risk. Next thing you're going to need is going to be a yarder, and you're going to need the K307C-H plus Echo Flex. Now in total, guys, you're looking at 110 for the wood chipper and 95 for the yarder. So you are in for 205 on this entire setup, and I'm going to tell you, it's going to pay for itself incredibly quickly within only a couple trees, really. This is, if not the best way to make money per hour, one of the best that I've found so far in the game. So now you've got your equipment. Last thing you're going to need to set this up is obviously going to be a tractor just to power your wood chipper. So that shouldn't be a problem. Pick any one you want, doesn't matter. Let's get into it. Let me show you how to set this up and how to operate it. All right, we've got our yarder, we've got our tractor, and we've got our wood chipper. So next thing we need to do is get our yarder rope set up. If you've never used a yarder, I'm going to link a video in the top right where I go over how to use yarders, how to set them all up, every type of yarder in the game. That's the one for you, so check out that video. But let's keep going on this one. We're going to go up, we're going to grab our yarder rope, and we're just going to go and stretch it out nice and far. Find a tree that's very far away, and that's where we're going to anchor it. That should be good right there. And as we're running back, let me tell you about some of the ups and downs of this setup. So first thing, it's going to chew through all of these guys right here. Any of these aspens, the pines, it works on lodge poles. It works on anything. It's going to chew those up like crazy. Downside, it's not going to help you out with the deciduous trees, unfortunately. Those are just too big. Can't get them with this setup, unfortunately, but you're definitely able to process all the conifers very easily, and you make very good money, believe me. Next thing we're going to need to do is get our wood chipper positioned correctly. So I like to get it generally close. Right about there looks good. And then we're going to look at our yarder rope here and use that as a guide. So we want the pickup to be as straight as possible right under that rope. That should be good right about there. And if we get out and just look at the pickup and look at the rope, we should be able to tell if that's good or not. That looks really good, straight as an arrow. So that is going to be our perfect setup right there. Next thing, let's turn our wood chipper on and let's go find a tree. This looks like a good first victim right here. Now I want the tree to fall away from the yarder, so I want it to fall to the right. So what I'm going to do with my chainsaw is I'm going to make sure the blade is facing to the right. If it was facing this way, the tree would fall that way, but we want it to fall that way, so we're going to face it this way. Get it as close to the base as possible, and let's let it tip. And this is a big tree, guys, 32.1 meters. 2.2 tons. Now we want our yarder carriage to come to us. There it is. And as soon as it's close, we're going to buckle on the end here. And we just want to lift a little bit to start. Get it off the ground. That's kind of gonna center it underneath the carriage. And then as soon as you got it to a height that you like, we're gonna start to send it back. We're not gonna send it back to yarder with the hotkey. We're just gonna walk it back ourselves. And then as soon as you get close, you don't want to take it all the way back. You just want to get it close. So right about there. Now we need to start doing this a little bit more carefully. So we're gonna inch it in until it's about right at the front of the pickup. Right there. And then it's going to swing itself in, and now we're going to drop it. And if it doesn't immediately start getting sucked in, have no fear. We just back off our yarder a little bit to about right there. And then we're going to attach to the back of the tree. And then we're going to come over this way and hit J. As soon as it's in the correct position, what that did was it just lifted it, swung this side of the tree this way so that it was nice and straight. And now, as you can see, it's just going to town. It's chomping this whole thing up. This whole tree is going to be gone within 30 seconds. It's pretty incredible. Look at that. Just sucks the whole thing in. You don't have to do anything. Now this will work with basically any tree. When it comes to these big lodge poles back here, and this is a little bit of expert advice from me, these 36.3 meter lodge poles, it has a little bit of trouble sucking them in right away. So what you got to do is, you know, what I showed you on that one, put it in the middle and then lift it up. And you might have to do that like 2 or 3 times before it starts to suck it in. But after a little bit, it will suck it in, no problem. So there you go, guys. That's my setup that I use for wood chipping on my playthrough, which I'm going to link right up here if you want to check it out. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, have yourselves a great day, and I will see you on the next one.